Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, so my name is Eric Michael Lloyd. I have a master's in psychology, neuropsychology concentration. Just wanted to address several things that I heard on The View today. I do like watching The View, but I do like hearing both sides and talking to all sides before rendering any kind of communication or judgment or whatever it is, decision, inquiry. Um, yeah. So the three things that they noted, I guess pinning it on Donald Trump, I tried to, I guess, is the Epstein files, one. The second thing, number two, is immigration. And then the third thing is economy. So they said that all these three things are his fault and that you know, they're the reasons why his ratings were so low. They also talked about potential World War III, and then they talked about the Nobel Peace Prize um, situation. Okay, so I'm going to address all three. I'm going to do it really fast as well. Epstein files, the Jeffrey Epstein Association. The valid defense is that there is lack of proven wrongdoing and documented separation, no evidence of criminal involvement, despite years of investigation, media scrutiny, and lawsuits and unsealed Epstein related documents. No credible evidence has emerged that Donald Trump participated in Epstein's crimes. Trump has never been charged, named as a defendant, or accused by a victim in sworn testimony. Early break with Epstein. Trump publicly stated that he cut ties with Epstein's well before Epstein's first conviction. Multiple reports were that Epstein was banned from Mar-a-Lago after inappropriate behavior towards staff, something Epstein associates themselves have acknowledged. Flight logs and records. Trump's name does not appear on Epstein's flight logs to the island, a key evidentiary point often cited in defense's cooperation with investigators. Trump has said he cooperated with authorities when Epstein was first investigated in Florida, unlike many powerful figures who refused to comment or obstructed inquiries. Second thing, bottom line defense. Association alone is not guilt. There is no substantiated evidence tying Trump to Epstein's criminal conduct. Number two, immigration. Valid defense. Enforcement of existing law and deterrence. Policy is not animus. Trump's immigration agenda focused on enforcing existing federal immigration laws, many of which predated his presidency by decades. His supporters argue this was about sovereignty and labor protection, not race or ethnicity. Border control results are, during much of Trump's term, illegal immigration crossings declined, which we're aware of, particularly after the implementation of policies like Remain in Mexico. Remember that one? And expanded border enforcement. Economic argument. Defenders argue that uncontrolled illegal immigration suppresses wages for low-income American workers, strains local services, and benefits corporations more than citizens. Legal immigration support is that Trump repeatedly stated support for legal immigration, especially merit-based systems similar to those used in Canada and Australia. Bottom line defense. Trump prioritized border security and law enforcement, not blanket opposition to immigrants. Number three, economy. Valid defense is that strong pre-pandemic performance. Pre-COVID economic indicators were low unemployment, including historic lows for Black and Hispanic Americans, rising wages, especially for lower income earners, strong GDP growth relative to prior years, high consumer confidence, tax and regulatory policy. Supporters credit Trump's tax credits and deregulation with boosting business investment and job creation. Pandemic context. Defenders argue that the economic collapse in 2020 was caused by a global pandemic, not structural economic mismanagement, and that most developed nations experienced similar downturns. Recovery efforts. Trump supported massive emergency stimulus to prevent total economic collapse, actions later mirrored by subsequent administrations. Bottom line defense is that the economy was strong before an unprecedented global crisis, and downturns were not unique to the United States. Overall framing of this defense is that Donald Trump is controversial in tone, but when judged strictly on evidence and outcomes rather than rhetoric, many of the most severe accusations are either unproven, unexaggerated, or detached from factual record. Thank you.